Welcome, my fellow Serolians. So here I'm in O Street. So I came across this website, rateyournandos.com. Ranks Nando's out of 5. Reviews given by the public. These reviews are based on staff, service, food, and decor. I think I got that right. Yeah, it turns out that Old Street has the best ranked Nando's in London and one of the best in Greater London. So I thought, well, I've never done a review on Nando's before. I've never actually intended to, but this does seem like a good reason to do one. And while I'm at it, I might as well just mix things up a bit and order a little bit more than the usual diner, so that I can make this a, what do you call it, a mukbang slash food review. So let's go and find out. Yeah, tea and...
Table for one?
Oh yes, for one.
You want to sit over there or the back?
You got anything way more secluded, quiet?
7? Let's try 7.
Nice. Okay.
The tools are using the QR code.
All right, thank you. Right, so while I wait for my order, I'd like to talk about Patreon. In the last vlog I made, I did discuss how I would be breaking down more about the different subscriptions for Patreon. So just so you're aware, on Patreon, subscriptions are called tiers, and I have 9 tiers I want to break down. Tiers 1 and 2, you pledge £1 and £3 respectively. You don't actually get anything in return for those pledges. It's simply for anyone, viewers who just want to support me with a small donation. On the tier 3, a pledge of £5 is made. With this tier, you get early access to all my content and your name will be mentioned in the special thanks. Tier 4 requires a pledge of £10. Now with this pledge, you get all the perks of tier 3. In addition, it is ad-free, and you also get voting rights on future upcoming videos. In tier 5, things get really interesting because I'll be holding a monthly contest, different prizes up for grabs. One month it could be a t-shirt, another month it could be dinner on me, or maybe even a photo shoot. The winner of the competition will also get the chance to choose a London restaurant that I will have to review. All the other subscribers to this tier will also get exclusive access to a full episode of that show. And just like with the previous tiers, you get early access, ad-free and voting rights. And for this tier, you need to pledge £15. In tier 6, you have to pledge £30. With that, you get all the perks of tier 5. In addition, you get access to an exclusive private live stream I'll be holding at least once every 2 months. This will be exclusive on Patreon, so you would only be able to view it on there if you pledge the £30. You will get to interact with me in real time while I'm on location, so you'll get to actually do things like choose which restaurant I go to, or even down to like menu items that I actually try out. Now right off the bat, I'm going to say that tier 7, 8 and 9, they are not great value, and they're designed that way specifically. There are 2 reasons for this. It's to make it easy for me to fulfill my obligation, and also it's to give you guys a chance, a fighting chance. Let me elaborate. If I'm going to meet up with a patron either in London, the UK or overseas, dine with them, allow them to watch my workflow, spend the whole day with them really, and so that they can soak up a lot of what it is that I do and provide services like, you know, a photo shoot, I'm going to need certain financial assurances to make sure I can make that happen. I don't want to be breaking any promises. This ensures that the model is sustainable, and it explains why a London-based review will cost £50 per month, whilst one outside of the UK is £200 per month. It's also at this price point because I can't deliver this service to an infinite number of people, and that's why I've capped it at free. Unlike the other tiers, as soon as you get the experience that you want, I want you to stop pledging. The price, limited space, and the queuing system will ensure that there's a rotation of patrons who actually want to get this service. So in order for me to deliver to everyone, I have to, I have to put up a premium. The decision to run the campaign every 2, 3, or 4 months is to ensure that I can deliver. I just want to be really practical in how I deliver this. So it's really important that I make it as practical for me as possible. So 2, 3, or 4 months. What that means is, in context, is if you're queuing, if you're at the back of the queue, the maximum wait time for tier 7 is 6 months. Tier 8 will be 9 months, and tier 9, tier 9 will be 12 months. So that wraps up all the tiers I have available. If you will, sign up, become a patron, help support my channel, because really this channel, everything that I do on here is maximum effort with very minimal financial rewards. So it really does help if you could just subscribe to one of my tiers. Anyway, the food has arrived. It has arrived. It took 12 minutes and 33 seconds. I think that's a decent amount of time. I've ordered a spicy rice, grilled halloumi, the fino pita, extra hot, peri chips, quarter chicken, and garlic bread. Right, I just need to get some cutlery, and yeah, we're gonna go. So I got everything I need. I got my lemon and herb and my hot peri peri. So even though you can probably see that the chicken is extra hot, the fino pita is extra hot as well, but when I'm pouring a sauce myself, I prefer using the hot with the lemon and herb. I think it works better, I feel. Probably can't see everything on the table, but yeah, as you can see, I am going to attempt to finish everything on my plate. The presentation is good, no mess. Rice is a good temperature. About the grilled halloumi, again, good temperature. Everything all around good temperature. They definitely get their 5 stars for temperature of the food and presentation. It's not cold. I feel like the garlic bread, it's a bit overdone, but it's still nice. Yeah, it's still nice, but I wouldn't have it this hard. I don't know if this is how Nando's actually do their garlic bread now, because it's been a long time since I've had garlic bread. I don't usually go for garlic bread. Usually, I get my fino pita, I get my chips, peri peri chips, always has to be peri chips, and I get spicy rice. Reminds me, I normally get peri mayonnaise as well, but I forgot. It's not a big deal. I'll just have the peri sauce. Oh, nothing's coming out. Okay, nothing's coming out of that. Lemon and herb. Slather that all over the chicken. Definitely gonna put some in my fino pita. I'll be right back because this is not working. Hopefully this one works. Yep. It's like you gotta use some force though to get it out. Right. Do something about my hands because they're dirty. So I've washed my hands. I just love the fact that, well, it's not with all Nando's stores, but a lot of them, you have a washing facility on the shop floor. You don't even have to go to the toilets. I think that's brilliant because when you've been touching things like their condiments. You don't, Lord knows what people been doing with their hands and touching. Yeah. This is my go-to drink. I don't go for the bottomless drink when I come to Nando's. Well, I think I rinsed it out. When I was a child, I think one of my earliest memories in Nando's, I must have been around maybe 10. And at the time, I only knew about one Nando's, and that was the one in Camberwell. Is it Camberwell? Yeah, Camberwell, Denmark Hill. Went with my brother. I can't remember if it was my mum or dad who took us, or there were some family friends as well. And me and my brother were just competing on who could drink the most glasses of drinks. And I think between the two of us, we must have gone through more than well over 30 glasses, which is insane. That's a lot of sugar. But yeah, now, I mean, I wouldn't even want to go through more than 2 glasses of Pepsi or Coke or whatever it is that they serve. That's too much fizz, too much sugar. Absolutely love halloumi. Nando's is just one of those places that, I mean, it's not amazing, but for me, it's a safe bet, you know. If I'm out and about and I fancy eating something, usually I'll go somewhere new. If I can't find something that looks good, Nando's is my safe bet, because I know more time out of not, Nando's won't let me down. Now, when it comes to delivery, that's a completely different conversation. More about delivery later. I've got a lot of things to say about delivery, but yeah, when I'm dining in Nando's, it's pretty solid. Yeah, they overdid this. This can't be how they normally do their garlic bread. That's a bit disappointing, but everything else so far good. I think that's a better angle. If I come center, yeah, man, that should be central. I should be central in frame, right? Should have got this all figured out before I even started feasting. But anyway, another thing about bottomless soft drinks, where I know I rinsed it out. There was this hack I used to do. Not proud of it, but it's a hack that me and my friends used to do when we were younger. So I must have been in my mid-teens when I used to do this a lot. And I remember we used to specifically target the Nando's in Elephant and Castle. So what we'll do is we'll go in Nando's, order our food, ask for a glass for water. They would give us a glass which is identical to the glass for bottomless soft drink. So now they can't even determine whether we've paid or not. And we'll just be rinsing out the bottomless soft drink. I think after a few tries, they caught wind of it, and that particular branch started giving out smaller shaped glasses. But we were so brazen, we still got our fill. We didn't actually care. You know what? In my head, this meal was a mammoth, but eating it now, sitting here, I feel like it's light work. Because this plate will soon be done. This plate's nearly done. I mean, okay, I haven't started on the fino pitta yet. Now I know that this spicy rice is pre-packaged and all they do is microwave it, but it is nice. I'm sorry, but this spicy rice is nice. If I could get the recipe to recreate this, I would do it. It's a really nice rice. I'm not wasting any grains. That's done. Fino pizza time. This is my favorite item on their menu. I remember, was it in 2020 during lockdown? They discontinued this Fino pizza and I was so annoyed. That why would you discontinue, in my humble opinion, what is the best item on the menu? Normally if I come Nando's, I'm just getting this. So when they brought it back, I was very pleased. Another thing they need to bring back is the super green. Super green salad was amazing. I don't know why they removed it. I don't know why companies do this. Like McDonald's, for example, discontinuing the bagels. In my opinion, the bagels are better than the McMuffins. And now we don't have the bagels anymore. They lied to us. They said, oh yeah, we're working on a reduced menu, it'll come back. And then all of a sudden, send us an email telling us they're not bringing it back. And instead of just change the menu, it's not the same. It's not the same. McDonald's breakfast is not the same. And usually, if there's room, which I know there will be, but I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I usually go for the gooey caramel cheesecake. That is an amazing dessert that I always go for. And I always make sure they have to provide me the double cream to go with it. Otherwise it's not complete. Interestingly, a girl that nearly stood me up is the same person who introduced me to the gooey caramel cheesecake. Prior to that, I didn't even think about ordering any type of dessert from Nando's. So I'll give you the very short story. So basically I had a family friend and I was round at hers. One of her friends saw me and was interested. So in the end, I mean, I remember I didn't give her my number, but she asked for it from a family friend who then gave it to her. Got to talking and then eventually it was like, yeah, let's go Nando's. Okay, cool. I think it was the Nando's in Victoria. And I waited I waited almost an hour or maybe even over an hour. This was a very long time ago. We're talking maybe 17, 12, 13 years ago. It was a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, in the end, she did turn up. And yeah, I mean, that kind of made the night a bit, I wouldn't say sour, but you know, you're waiting an hour for someone and then they turn up and they don't really have a good explanation. Yeah, it doesn't make for a great start for the evening. But yeah, she introduced me to the gooey caramel cheesecake, so props to her for that. I've got a few funny stories when it comes to dates, link-ups. So obviously I just told you a story of where I nearly got stood up, but there's also a story of when I did get stood up. So there's another girl that I met through, oh, it's funny. So I was working, one of my ex-colleagues, I was working at one cinema, it was many years ago, and he had a girlfriend, and then things didn't work out with them. And I even knew from when she was dating him that she always had an eye for me, but I just kept it platonic. Anyway, fast forward, they're no longer dating, and yeah, me and her got to talking. We linked a few times. I'll just keep it PG. I'll keep it PG here. But anyway, so there was one occasion she had the idea of us going to the cinema, and I know that it was on a Wednesday. The reason why I know it was on a Wednesday was because back in the day we used to have this thing called Orange Wednesdays. So for those who don't know, Orange was a mobile network in the UK. It was one of the biggest mobile networks in the UK, and they used to do this deal where you get 2-for-1 cinema tickets every Wednesdays. All you do is you text, I can't remember what you text, but you text the code to them and they give you a code back, and you'd use that in any cinema in the country. So 2-for-1, it was pretty dope. So I remember I had that and I was waiting for an hour had passed. I'm thinking, what's wrong with this girl? Like, it was her idea for us to come to the cinema. Finally get through to her and she goes, oh, sorry, I went to get a tattoo. I'm like, what? You went to do what? I went to get a tattoo. So hold on, let me get this straight. It was your idea for us to come to the cinema today. So on your way here, you just decided randomly, I'm going to get a tattoo. Am I getting this right? Click, I just locked off the phone. I was so fuming, like, lack of respect. You know, one of the things that I value a lot is my time. I don't like my time being wasted. You know, people can get, you know, an accident can happen, unforeseen circumstances, whatnot. But when you're deliberately doing something like that, that's a bit mad. And it made me think, where is her head at? Like, I don't really want to be associated with someone like that. So I kind of kept it moving. I ghosted her for a long time. She eventually hunted me down because we eventually, for whatever reason, ended up in the same university, and we got to talking again. But then things just fizzled out eventually. But yeah. I think I've kind of run out of things to say. What else can I talk about? In fact, actually, no. I've got another funny Nando story. I'm revealing too much, but F it. So another chick that I met. Again, this was through the cinema, but through another colleague. And I think one time, I don't know, I can't remember where we were, but we were at a bus stop. Or maybe we were just looking for a restaurant to eat at. We were outside Nando's, and she point blank asked me in a very serious tone, what's bigger, a half chicken or a quarter chicken? I'll leave that there to marinate. What's bigger, a half chicken or a quarter chicken? Let's just say that after that interaction, I stopped speaking to that girl again, because I don't know, man. I think I'm just allergic to stupidity. That was very, very stupid. But yeah, this Rubio's always hits the spot. Apparently it's well, Rubio's is a type of black tea flavored with, well, peach flavoring. I think it's very refreshing. It's not too sweet, it's delicious. Unlike a lot of drinks, fizzy drinks in this country. I feel like fizzy drinks anyway, they're just not the same. You may recall, quite a while back, I did a video of the best San Pellegrino. Well, guess what? I don't drink San Pellegrino anymore. At least not in this country. They changed the recipe and it just tastes like trash now. So the only time I'll be drinking San Pellegrino is if I'm in Italy, Spain or whatever. But in the UK, I don't drink that anymore. And I feel the same for a lot of fizzy drinks. In fact, when it comes to lemonade, there was one place in Sainsbury's, it's like just their own branded Sainsbury's, that was quite expensive. It was like £1 for, well, actually it's not that expensive, but it's a 1 litre bottle, £1. I mean, you can get 2 litre bottles for slightly more, so yeah, it is kind of expensive, but it tastes like real lemonade. I can't drink when it comes to Sprite, Schweppes. They just don't taste right. They taste very artificial. But guess what? Sainsbury's decided to remove the only lemonade that I like from their shelf. I still see it online, but I don't see it in my store anymore. Very disappointing. Nearly done. You know what? If I just use my knife and fork, I'm gonna waste a lot of meat. Don't judge me. I'm very disappointed in this garlic bread, I have to say. Very disappointed. But yeah, to be honest, this Nando's is pretty good. I mean, the decor is really nice. It's probably one of the nicest Nando's I've been to. Although it doesn't have great views, we can't have everything. But yeah, the staff, they did what they needed to do. When I needed help, they were quick and attentive, even though it is kind of quiet here. There's not too many customers here at the moment. And so the staff, they were busy talking, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. It's not that busy. So they had their backs turned, but then obviously to get their attention was easy. And they were very helpful. So yeah, I can see where the staff, the service, the food, the decor get high marks. Definitely better than my local Nando's, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I'm not even stuffed. I'm not stuffed. This was light work. I think next time I need to do something more challenging. Now, I'm not really enjoying this garlic bread, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. Not wasting anything. So in case you're wondering how much this meal came up to, £24.90. So just to go through it again, that's a fino pitta with 2 sides. Sorry, one side of spicy rice, the quarter chicken with 2 sides, garlic bread and peri chips, grilled halloumi as an extra, and I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, and the drink, of course. So £24.90. Take it as you will. I've always found that Nando's it's not terribly expensive, but it's not cheap either. That's me done. If you like the video, you know what to do. Smack the like button, comment below, share the video, all that good stuff. Till next time, peace.